in life, we have to believe in something bigger than us. And I feel like when you don't have faith, or when you don't have something that you believe in that's higher than you, then you tend to live a more destructive life. Hello, my name is Tasha Douglas, and I'm from a little town called Leonardtown, Maryland. So I'm from the DMV area. For you guys that don't know, it's DC, Maryland, Virginia. And it's been great to come from that area. I learned so much, growing up in the DMV area, and I'm a single mom. My mom is Marion Jones, and yes, I currently live in Los Angeles, and I've been in LA for over 23 years. So this is like my second home, but DMV will always be close to my heart. A roller coasters of ups and downs with grace and beauty. That's that's what my life is. Well, I grew up in the DMV area, and I grew up with my mom and my two siblings, my two brothers. That's how the first half of my life started with my two brothers. We were like three peas in a pod. We always did things together, even though both of my brothers, they would have sibling rivalry, and fight one another from time to time. So I had to step in. So I felt like I was a little hero. It was like, James, don't do that to TJ. And, he would always pick on TJ. So, which kind of made us closer. But I was close to both of them. And it's crazy that both of them was Capricorns, but they still, to me, had not extremely, but different personalities. TJ was very like outgoing, loving, and very charming, and such a cutie. And James was handsome as well, and but he was just a little stern at times, and we would think with his face that he wasn't happy, but I had learned over time it's not that he's not happy. He just puts on a straight face all the time. So I kind of learned that Caps has this seriousness about them. But yeah, it was fun growing up with them, and it definitely shaped me because family is important. As you guys probably heard, my mom has a big family. She's the oldest of 11, and actually have even more families on her dad's side, more siblings. But from my grandmother, her being the oldest, we would always be around family and have cookouts and just hang together and, watch movies or whatever's on TV. And food was always involved. My grandmother always cooked, or somebody was cooking, or I was help cooking. So it really, shaped me to understand, to have that foundation that family is important, and that even though there was some dysfunction in our family, the love was always there. I always felt the love between us, even with the dysfunction of just trauma that's went on throughout my family, or the generational curse that's passed down. Trying to break those generational cycles. But me growing up and being able to see that now that I'm older, I can see the difference of how some of that trauma has even affected me as an adult, and how it's affected even my daughter, even my mom. But yeah, it's definitely shaped me. Moving to LA, I've learned a lot of how the DMV area shaped me to become the person that I became. DC is no joke. it's a lot of, we keep it real out there, so there's no fakeness going on, on the East Coast. People are pretty straight up, which helped me to be more straight up with people, honest, have more integrity, um, speaking the truth. So I think that definitely helped serve me in my life. So yeah, so many things I could go on and on, but I'm just grateful for my childhood. I'm grateful for my mom, and she was a single mom, and she later on got married to my stepfather, which became a second dad, in my life. And even though my biological dad was a part of my life, he wasn't in my life the way that I would have liked for him to be. But now, again, like I said, I'm understanding a lot of things. So my dad wouldn't have been able to give me what I needed because he didn't have a dad. And that's, again, a part of that generational curse and the cycles that go on. And but I've been blessed to also gain 2 additional stepbrothers, which are twins, Eric and Derek, and I love them dearly as well. So it definitely shifted the dynamic in the house when my stepfather and his kids came into, because it was just us, and we had to change things. And then now a man is coming into the house, and men, we are supposed to lead the family and lead the household. So my stepfather came in wanting to shake up things and change some rules, and I was not with it. Me and him was bumping heads at first, but I love him dearly now and understand that where he was coming from was a loving place and trying to protect me, but I didn't see it that way at the time. But yeah, I've been shaped into and molded into this awesome young lady, and I'm just grateful for all those experiences. There was a few important people in my life. The main person, as I mentioned, was my mom. She's been my rock, and I have to mention her again because she was a single mom raising 3 kids, but then she was also like the family matriarch of my entire family, not just her siblings, but friends and extended family. So just seeing her do her thing, and work her magic, it was beautiful to see. Like, she just moves with such grace, and she has such a beautiful personality and a beautiful heart. So she definitely impacted me on the young lady that I am today. And just taught me grace, taught me like how to dress, how to present myself in front of people. She always told us we should, look nice, look appropriate, and, never would we leave looking crazy. She wasn't like my brothers. Oh no, they was not walking with the pants sagging and all of that. My mom was not having that. Now, she left for a minute and they wanted to do it, but when she came around, it was none of that. But my brothers weren't like thugs or anything, so they were just very respectful young men, and she just influenced me. And the biggest thing that she influenced me, she took us to church and she instilled God in us. So having God in my life has definitely helped shape me, because in life we have to believe in something bigger than us. And I feel like when you don't have faith, or when you don't have something that you believe in that's higher than you, then you tend to live a more destructive life, commit more sin in your life, and just do things that's not, good for us.
Tashara, Your mother, beautiful Jasmine, do you want to share a little bit about, what it was like to become a mom and how perhaps your mom was an example to you of the mom that you wanted to be to Jazzy, and just a few nuggets of the journey you've taken, balancing being a mom amidst your kind of journey through grief?
Yes. Yes, I mean, addition to the faith, I mean, my mom, she definitely was a great example, far as me becoming a mom. The crazy thing is that I was shocked that I was going to even have a child, because I thought I was going to be a little gypsy and just travel the world and be free. And because I'm a Saggy, so I'm a free spirited person, and like to be on the go. So I just had in my vision that I definitely was going to be like traveling. But I met Jazzy's dad, and me and him just connected like right away, and ended up getting pregnant. And of course, first person I called my mom, and I told her that I was pregnant, and I was scared. I didn't know what she was going to say, but she was just so supportive and was like, "So are you going to have this child? Like, you really pregnant?" And me being able to give her first grandchild, it was exciting, because I got support from her, and seeing her raise me and my brothers and my stepbrothers as well, pretty much her whole family. I definitely had the best example of knowing like what to do, and knew that I could lean on her. And I was actually, when I was pregnant with Jasmine, I was working at NASA. My mom was actually working at NASA as well. And I was going to college at University of Maryland. And I remember asking my mom, could she live with me? And she's married, obviously married, but I was like, I need you. And she had talked to her hubby, my stepfather, and he wasn't as excited and happy about that. But my mom was like, no, I'm doing this for my daughter. I'm doing this for my grandbaby. And she decided to stay with me, and Jazzy and Tim, her dad, because he was a barber, and he had other issues, but would work late and go in late. So her coming there and helping me out so I can go to school and be there for Jazzy, I would just, it just touched my heart for her to make that sacrifice. And she made so many sacrifices for me, as I said, with the cancer and just so many other things that happened in my life. She's just been there. So it just showed me how to show up. And I definitely feel like I missed the mark so many times for my daughter, not showing up in times that I wanted to be there. But my mom filled in those gaps. She was flying back and forth to come to my chemo, stay here. And even Jazzy was living with her, and she made arrangements to make sure Jazzy's good, So she's just been such a huge force and source and love in my life. I'm just so grateful, for her. And definitely helped me along the way, for my life period, my mom. So just anyone that's having issues with your mom, what I say is try to make it right. Try to at least forgive them for yourself. Sometimes the parent may not be around. You may not have met the parent or know who your parent is. But I'm just would love to extend forgiveness for people that is struggling with their parents, not just your mom, but it may be your dad that you're struggling with. So I just want to let people know that you still loved by God, and He didn't bless you with so many amazing people around you, whether it's friends, other family members, or sometimes you got to create your own family, and that's okay too. But forgive anyone that may have hurt you or done you wrong, no matter what their title is, and release it and let it go so you can be free and so you can live the life that you want to. So I had to do that with my dad, and it definitely changed my life once I was able to release and forgive my dad for not being the father that I wanted him to be. So that's what I would love to offer to people. The loss of TJ impacted me greatly. It devastated, it rocked my whole world, because although I have lost like an aunt and other family members, TJ was the first closest relative that I had lost. So it was just so devastating, and it took me, as I mentioned, like just on an emotional roller coaster, feeling sad, angry, pissed, wanting to do something too, because TJ was shot 9 times. Of course, like I wanted to kill this person as well. You know, I'm like, you did this to my brother. This same thing needs to be done to you. But over time, you know, God softened my heart, and I was, thank God, able to forgive the person that murdered my brother. But yeah, it just gave me a different perspective as far as wanting to be closer, you know, to my family, even though I was miles away. I think me and my mom talked a lot more, even though we were already talk daily, but we were talking more. I was trying to be more intentional, but also I was kind of running away from the trauma. Being at home was a constant reminder of TJ, and just being in DC, knowing what happened to him there, being shot. So I definitely, to the point where I was in college to get my bachelor degree in computer science, and I didn't even get my degree because I was like, I don't want to be here. I already had plans that I wanted to move to LA, but that just pushed it like quickly into effect, and I'm like, I'm out of here. I don't want to be here. I did struggle leaving my mom specifically, leaving my family, but my mom specifically, especially knowing that TJ. But I did have to make that decision for myself, and thought that was best. So it was a struggle, but having faith and the family support helped me get through losing TJ. I would say that I'm in a better place now with his death, and I know that I will be reunited with him. So that just soothes my heart and my soul to know that I'll see him again. So after losing TJ, then facing the death of my brother James, which is my older brother, that was also devastating and rocked my world again in such a crazy way. I think that losing TJ kind of prepared me a little more for losing James, even though I still wasn't prepared fully. You never, prepared for that. But God do have a way, even though you don't feel prepared, that He allows certain things to happen in your life. So I was shocked because, losing him to a car accident, that was unexpected. And I'm thinking I'm going to grow old with my brother. It's just me and him. Like, TJ's not here, but me and you are here. So losing him, it just hurt so much, because then, even though I had my stepbrothers too, and other family members, and even my daughter at the time, those are my siblings. Those are the kids that my mom birthed. So not having either one of them and me being the only one, I did feel like a sense of pressure. Not that my mom or anyone put this pressure on me, but having to be her all now that her boys aren't here. Be the best daughter I can be, even though I was striving for that. And I'm like, no, I need to be even better than that. I need to, show my mom that I love her. And it just impact me. It still is impacting me today. His loss was just so great, and he's so missed, and it was difficult, but we had to band together as a family, and having my faith definitely helped me with the loss of James. I leaned on God more than ever, during that time, to get through, to process, to, continue to be a mom. But me and my mom were leaning on each other, and friends and family. Thank God I had certain friends and family that was there for me as well. So, like they say, it takes a village to raise a kid. It takes a village to raise a human. Like, until adult, like, you still need that village. Like, the village is needed from time of birth throughout your whole life. And that's one thing.
Who was there for you, or who asked you if you were okay? And what's your just sense of, since you were talking about this earlier, what it's like for a sibling to go through the grief while also, knowing that, as you said, your mom needs your support, but you have your own grief journey to go through.
Yeah. I would say it was difficult, going through the grief, being a sibling, and now both of my siblings are gone. So I can't lean on them where we used to lean on each other when any of us have went through something. So not having that, it was very difficult. I feel that not too many people. I did have family and support, but I felt that especially family could have been a little more supportive. But I do understand they were going through their grief. And as I mentioned, the generational trauma that's been passed down. And we're not taught how to grieve. Mm-hmm. So I did have expectations from family members, but now hindsight 2020, I can understand why they may not have been there for me. But it was difficult, feeling overlooked at times, that the focus was on my mom, which I'm definitely not trying to diminish, because she needed that. And she deserved the love and support that she got. But we need to not overlook the siblings, not overlook the father, not overlook, friends or whoever was impacted by, my brother's lives. So I wish I had counseling like I'm getting counseling now. Wish I got in therapy during that time, or a support group to additionally help me get through my grief. Now that I know these things, when these things are brought up currently, then that's what I go to, not only God, but okay, where am I at? Is a lot of emotions, am I going down a downward spiral? And I was like 5 years ago when Jazzy lost her dad. I know that that impacted me as well, to go down a downward spiral when I felt like, oh, I'm good. I can handle death. Death is a part of life, and but each death can hit you differently, and that's what I'm learning, that each death can hit you different. With everything that I've been through, it definitely helped shape me to become the amazing woman that I am today. It helped me grow. It helped me to look inside myself because you start to question yourself. You start to have doubt when you lose someone. You start to question everything. Like, obviously, why did this happen? Why does this happen to me? What does all this mean? I was definitely questioning God and mad at Him as well, angry towards God of taking my brothers away from me. But as much as I was angry, it just drew me closer to Him, and God just kept loving me in spite of me being mad and angry. So it allowed me to appreciate my loved ones, appreciate my friends, appreciate my family members. Definitely helped me to be intentional, more intentional with the things I choose to do, the people I choose to be around. So I just seen a pattern in my life that I've gotten more intentional with my steps. Intentionality has just been a word, like especially within the last 10, 15 years. It comes and goes, but God keep bringing it to the forefront. Like, you gotta be intentional. It's all on your intentions on what you choose to do. So that's definitely helped me. Even stepping into my career, I had a dream, and I think by losing TJ, that pushed me towards my dreams, because even though I was kind of running from, like, I didn't want to be in DC, but it kind of pushed me to have the strength and the boldness to go after what I wanted. So, and I'm grateful for that. Even though I felt bad leaving my mom, I'm grateful that I don't have any regrets when it comes to something that I wanted to do. Did I come out here and become this famous actress? No, because God had another plan. But that dream in me allowed me to be where I am today. All the amazing celebrities I done met, all the amazing friends that I met coming out to LA. If I didn't, I wouldn't have met so many people that I met that are a part of my life today. Some are, some aren't. But it's a journey, so I'm just learning that God may put a vision in you, and the vision is not always the vision that's going to necessarily come true, but it's going to drive you. The vision will drive you to where you need to go. So, those are some things that help shape me and see different light and purpose in my life too, So I know that my purpose is not one thing, it's daily. As long as God has given me breath daily, I have a purpose for that day, and that's my purpose. So I'm not looking for this one thing anymore of like, this is it. This is the purpose of my life. Through going through all of that, that's the realization that I found out some years ago. Don't worry about the purpose. The purpose is living daily and what God tell you to do daily, and you have a purpose daily long as you're living here. So to walk away with that gives me peace, because I'm not looking for a purpose anymore. I know that I am the purpose, and that's daily, to live daily. I would love to tell people that's lost a loved one to definitely lean on God, lean on your faith. He is not going to fail you. In addition to that, make sure that you have the support that you need, and that could be family members, that could be friends, or it could be an outside source such as counseling or support group. So I just want to encourage you, if you're not feeling Like, you can do this. Know that you can. The enemy's trying to get in your head. Don't believe it. And know that you got this and that you are loved. God alone loves you, and his love is enough. His love is enough. But the beautiful thing, he's not going to just stop there. He's going to give you more love. He's going to give you people that truly, genuinely love you to support you. So, but you got to seek the help. You got to tell people how you feel. That's the one thing that I would change, is being more vocal about my feelings and how I truly feel. Like, I'm hurting, I'm mad, I'm upset, I'm frustrated, whatever it may be. Express yourself is so important. Don't keep it inside you. Let it out. It's so important to let your feelings out and to express yourself. So I just encourage you, don't believe that I don't want to hear I don't have nobody, because that's not true. Because you got God first. And I know the God that I know that placed some people in your life. So that's another lie that we tend to believe, that story. Don't believe the story that you're alone, you don't have anyone. You do. You just got to go out there, believe God, and seek it, and he will give you what you need. So I love you guys, and I'm praying for all of you that have lost someone. Well, TJ, I just want to tell you that I miss you so much, and I love you, and I think about you every day. You're always on my mind, and I think about all the memories that we have, all the different things that we experienced, all the fun that we had together. You just truly miss, so many people, my friends, so many family members ask about you, or talk about you, and with so much joy. I miss your sweaty nose. Mom knows sweat sometime, and when it does, we think about you all the time. And just know that you were such a great brother. And that you impacted not only my life, but the whole family life in such a endearing and blessed way. You are such a true joy and such a great guy. And I miss your smile. And I love you so, so much. You will always be in my heart. James, you were my older brother, and I miss you so much. And I miss all the times that we would have together, even the bickering when you would drive me crazy, get on my nerves, steal my candy out my room. You and TJ, I'm sure all of y'all did, but just know that you are loved, you are missed tremendously. I miss you so, so much. And I wish that you were here and that we can just have so many more memories that we can create. But I am grateful for the time that God allowed me to spend with you and to share with you. And just know that you was the best big brother that any sister could have, because you definitely protected me. It's up to you. I wouldn't have nobody. I guess I still don't have nobody. I guess you're still around. I'm just joking. But just know I love you and that you are missed and you are truly in my heart, and you impacted not only me but the family, and your daughter Jayla I'm so glad you had Jayla, and Lydell, and we are adoring them and loving them. And just know that you're loved and missed tremendously, and you left your legacy with us. I love you, James.